Hello again. Welcome. Uh, So basically, did a little touch ups, gave him a thumbs up. Why not? Now I really only need to do the face. Is gonna be a bit difficult. Know what I want. Face. Okay. I need some music real bad. To the street. So oh, I'm probably watching my. Yep. Would be kinda cool if he starts out without a face, or maybe his eyes are closed, so you looks like just a mountain. Then he opens his eyes and beats your ass. That's you been listening a lot to the guy who made part of the Pizza Tower soundtrack called Kla- Klasky Jito. I don't know it. Great music. He's on here. Kind of want to make it from a distance. Not too much distance. Can I see a triangle here to give him like some kind of a nose? Like that. Sure, I want him to. Well, what I want his expression to be. Something like this. You know, to make it blend in with the mountain. Only when he opens his face. Opens his face. That's a very good way of saying it. Okay. This is hard. It also needs to be readable from a distance. Could also do something more protruding. First idea was just more laid back kind of guy. Can also do something more like paint over these mountains. Something. Kind of cheekbone. Time. Sometimes you just need to mess around a bit. Like something. You just paint shape like this. Then do line work. Uh, little bit too big. ISO, of course, behaves. Nice way to accentuate like the face shape. I never know. Never really done faces. Probably my. I also don't really like doing faces. Pretty much the only faces I've done are skull faces. This is kind of a hard face because, well, it's made out of rock for one, but this also I need to kind of. It's not a regular face. I can just get a picture and kind of copy it. Need to make a face creatively. It's hard. To actually think I don't want to extend the face out. I kind of like it being small and fair. Like this. And what I might do actually, I might just look up a rock wall that looks like a face in real life. Then I'll just copy it because yeah, that's easy. This is a great example. What I'm trying to make. This is a really great example. It kinda has the stern looking face I'm going for. He also has the vegetation haircut. It's great. Let me open in a new tab. So I can zoom in a bit. My second screen. Even bigger. Only problem is, oh, this could also be good. This one. Is sick. Where is this? To climb this. I think. Dude, I had a program once. So I bit nice. You can just use this to put reference images wherever you want on screen without too much space being wasted. Now I can copy paste the image. It's great if you want to use multiple images. Pizza, spaghetti, meatballs, salsa, ravioli. Ravioli, 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 ravioli. Where's my third image? I had another one that was good. Oh, I'm not an image. One. Ideal way to get it. Open a new tab. Quality become worse. Game worse. Has become worse. English. Very hard. Oh, this is crazy. Anyway. Uh, I've looked at enough rocks, I think. Oh, this is AI art. I was thinking, who the hell is insane enough to make something like this? Should be locked up if you make something like this. Uh, yeah, enough pictures. Can't see any information, right? Great, that's great. It's not racing. I can do this. Bit. I can have some reference without taking up a lot of space. Put it like here. Let me open my chat. Speaking so fucking hard. Holy shit. You'd think that. Why did this window even move to my main screen? Like, you'd think speaking is easy when you do it long enough, but you can do it. Put it here. Still kind of in the way. Put it here. 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 Okay. So I kind of like the bottom left. Top left is like exactly the kind of vibe I want to give it. Also the right call. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we lost one. Put it to be always on top. Kinda. Range it too quick. Let's never click on it again. So first going to do just a few lines. Get the shape I want. Going with the one I like the most as not the right perspective. Oh. Oh, actually use a bit of symmetry. We are lazy around here. I like the nose, bottom left one. Mike is getting in the way. Stop it. Okay, okay. I kind of want the mouth of the top left guy. The cheekbones. Guy has some good cheekbones. This going on. This. Here, there's his bone. Okay, looks now like this is his eye, but I'm kind of fine with that. To be honest. Why is his eye with here and then zero sense? I like this. Something like this. Don't really see it anyway. I like this. And draw an eye open version to that cool effect I was talking about. Try one variation. They kind of like. Of course, I'm getting a message now. Big friend. Watching anime. It's ah drawing. I think I will go do shading now. Blue color. This part is kind of the easiest. It is on top of the lines. I'm painting on top of the lines. Luckily, most of the time the fuck is going on? Most of the time I figure it out quite fast when I'm painting on the wrong layer. Why the hell is this becoming like not a color? Oh, because again I'm painting on top of the light. Okay. Bit of shade. Uh, uh, oh yeah, I just want bigger diffuse shade with the right. And I think at this point I should turn off symmetry. The light is not symmetrical. Looks a bit weird. I don't really care. I want to try new things with his mouth. And I want this big line in front of his face to go away. Oh, this mountain is abstract. Erase. Is it his face area? I can be a bit more detailed with the trees. Why does it look like he's mewing? Oh. Wow. Interesting. He is mewing though. Kinda want to add some things with his mouth. Face. Oh. Very goofy. Definitely see it as a face though. Maybe because he starts out just stationary, just I think most people will see it as a face. Especially when you see it for the first time, you just kinda know like This is not just decoration. Maybe, I don't know. Can be think weird things. Like mouth more square shaped. Like a bit of the jaw. Mm. Oh, I don't know. Kind of weird when you don't adjust to shading. That get rid of shading on the left side since that's where the light comes from. Reduce a bit of shade. Okay, that's no, 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 no. I wonder what changes if I remove. Since we are going to remove lines, go back to symmetry mode. Guess we could just imply that line by just keeping the shading. Make it look a bit more, I don't know. I think it looks better that way. Still not sure about his mouth shape. Maybe I want it pointed, like in the temple. Like that. But it's and I thought it's part of his jaw. I'm not sure if I want symmetry because I might also want it to be like this asymmetrical. Like kind of like this. No. I'm not against asymmetry, especially with nature thing like this. Mouse would be like okay, it's I think the bit of imperfection is good in this case. Like how much shade happens under his nose. Hmm. Now about going full triangle. I'm not right. I think fully committing to this here. And I'm not even drawing it left. Keeps going down here. Just see a little bit. I think this is pretty good. Kinda like it. Now I just kinda need an eyes open version. Maybe give his mouth a bit more definition. I don't know. I think it's fine to be honest, especially from a distance. And it's going a bit over the lines. Shouldn't. It should not do that anyway. So what if I just disable the lines altogether? Just kind of completely make it light by shading. That way you might be less likely to spot it. And then maybe once he opens his eyes, I add the lines. That look weird. I don't know. I'm gonna keep the lines for now. Make a complete copy of. Oh boy. Entire face. Face. Eye open. Don't be. Still mess around a bit with the eyes. Different. I think I want this shape. Very dark. Eyes. Side look front. look at it from a distance. It's kind of done. Maybe a bit more detail on the body. Don't think it's really necessary. Maybe I should, instead of only doing the scribbly lines, I should also do a bit of shading to give that a little bit of extra, just a tiny bit. Write it out. This is the under 3 shades. Let's call it that. This is okay. Shade, texture, color. Little bit bigger. Some shading like this also really adds a lot to the verticality. So I wanted to say two things at once, but that's not smart. Now I said just a little bit, but more than a little bit is also quite good. Good to do that with a bigger brush. Huge difference. Uh, and There. Random shading. Maybe this part's a little bit too dark. To make the shade gradual, can look like a bunch of layers. Oh boy, boy. Oh, still working. Back in. A little bit here. Bit more. I think he's quite finished. I think I'll start putting him in the game now. Um, let's get him to his own skin. Only thing I'm not sure about is the bottom part, which is kind of thought it looked cool. Kind of looks like the waves are like there's waves slamming against the island. I guess it could work, but I just need to get rid of these free floating island parts. Then the effect will be better. Oh, boom. Parts. Hey, like the thumb still kind of looks out of place. Maybe I just need to add some moss. Let me just. Oh, I need the weird stuff. I forgot that you need both the moss. I'm just gonna revert. I don't know. My mouse slipped. Now I'm not sure what I copied. So yeah, it's just this. nice how well this fits. Kinda crazy. But this way it makes more sense with the shading. Might fit less well though. Group this, call it thumbs. It in the actual thumb folder. I think that looks good. I think yes, I'm gonna export it now. This for now. This is gonna be a bit complicated since I want the mountain himself and his arms need to be on different sprites. That's not that complicated really. I just realized I fucked up. Or not, wait, maybe not. Question is, if I disable the fist, does it look completely horrendous? Face. Put in maybe his first. Where's the fist? Okay, so I might need to do a bit more work. I hate when you just forget the parts completely. Because now I have to do all the different layers again for just a small tiny part of the drawing. Let's see, because pretty much the only things the fists will do is go up, go down. Yeah, it's still very obviously bad. Okay, let me just quickly fix this. Could maybe pretty easily add some more tree line. Like, this really is just this color green, a bunch of effects, and shading. And I just want like this. Some green and of green. The easiest part. That's why I'm kind of covering a lot. It's easy. Normally I would probably cover less with trees, but I feel like this should have been done drawing. Oh, doing it quite fast. Really a problem. I could also just cover it entirely in trees, but nah, don't do that. Get some. I mean, it's not that much work really. Just the same I did everywhere else. Right. Well, I kind of want something kind of nice to have a bit of something. Kind of nice about colors I'm using is that I can just kind of quickly. I don't know what I'm saying here. Bit weird. I kind of want it to be like a shared drop. But yeah, it looks weird because there's no shading yet. Pretty much always the case. Add some shading. Dark. Dark forest. And what the highlights are. It's a tiny bit of yellow. Need some more mush. Need some more moss. Let's get some. Come on. Okay. Not sure what happened. Like I moved way too much. to be above the like it. I think I'll do the same for the other side. Why is it? Oh wait, it's just opened. That confused me so much. Oh, why this is so much smaller? Fine. A bit. Okay. I love how those last touches just completely transform it into something that looks decent. One scroll. That's I can just maybe copy paste. It's very lazy, but kind of feel like doing it. It might be the laziest way to do this. Look kind of interesting with more shade. Don't know if I like it more though. Think I maybe do like it more. Think I'll keep it. Feel like the features that I want to pop out more, they pop out more now. Yeah, let's keep it. We want the lighting here to be a bit brighter. Kind of stopped using layers like I should. That's mostly because I'm almost done. Like done. Bit more shade. bit of shade from the moss, just the tiniest amount. You don't even see it from a distance. Let's do a bit more. Left one looks so good. Right one looks kinda shit right now, to be honest. It's probably because I stopped using my layers properly. Now these crack lines that I want to be kind of visible are not really there. There's already shade. Also stop naming my layers. Because well, I'm already in the export. I was kind of trying to export it when I started doing this. Don't got no time for dumb stuff. Bit darker. Yeah, this is my problem right now. Gone over the lines. I'm not using my layers. Sometimes I just call things by the color they are. Especially, you're sure you're only going to use that color for one thing. Like, I want this to be a bit precise as well, like a bit more edges. That's kind of why I think the left one looks so good. So bright. Quite bright. Doesn't look exactly the same. More similar to the rest. Okay, now he's good. What is happening here? Layer is this? I think this is the dumb copy layer. Not needed. Okay, let's go export. I want to compare it with what I had before, and I still have it here, so I will save it as Miss Monster final. Save this file now. It changed quite a bit. can honestly just remove the fists from the group. Could do that. This way now it's kind of when this moves, kind of looks like they're still attached, not just floating. Give me here. Great. Let's get these guys exported. Like that. There. For this one in the same file. As I want them to use the same script and structure in the game. So it's nice to have them be the same size sprite. Let me open my chats back up. Okay. Now it's finally Unity time. So I can show you guys that I was not lying about making my game. Probably also save this. Do really like the end result. Like I'm really quite happy with this. Art is always such a journey. Like you always feel so lost when you start out on a new thing. I had no clue kind of what to do. Then you just start go in a direction. You kind of make your own route. Then you're not lost anymore. Yeah, I'm not. I think it will be the final boss of the ice level. So I can start thinking about things like what are his attacks gonna be. Like, I already have one attack in mind. It's basically he just like he just slams his fist down like this. And then it kind of creates waves in the water and pushes back everything. And I want him to do something with ice. Because my level has this mechanic where you can. There are these ice plates, and whenever you're on them, you slip. Like I can show actually. Actually, I have these ice plates. Whenever you're on them, you lose traction, which makes everything just a bit more difficult. Quite a bit. There he is. This is the old one. So I want him to do something with this ice mechanic. I'm also thinking maybe if he slams his fist, all the ice plates just get pushed. Something like that. Or he creates more ice. Sure yet. Let me first get the mechanics in here. Should already have an enemy. Oh, oh. I do this a little bit. Enemies. Arctic. Called Misty Mountain. What it looks like now. Now, I'm not sure if I want his fists to be separate enemies or just part of this one enemy. Thinking of that matter. Mostly matters for like, do I want his fists to be damageable? Like, do I need them to have health so you can kill them? Like, is that a part of the boss fight? I guess I could always just make them part of, give them some health and make them their own thing. And then if I don't like that, I can just disable it and not have to make it all over again. And I should think a bit more about what his attacks are gonna be before I start making stuff, to be honest. Oh, I will open my Trello. This is a bit of a boring part. You're watching this after the fact, but right now you can actually help me by thinking about attack IDs for this dude. This will probably be the boss. Yeah, I was thinking he can slam his fist and do something cool. You can also throw a tree or something. Like it's just more of a general ranged attack. So first attack. I just pressed power button on my laptop. You're probably still seeing me, to be honest. In sleep mode, I think. I don't know, I'm just going to eat. Are we back? I don't know if you missed anything, but I pressed the power button on my laptop. Well, anyway. Okay, so one attack. Fist. The lamb. Could also make his left fist and his right fist do a different thing on the slam attack. We will see. Fist slam. Pushes. Ice. That for now. Pushes. Ice. And I'm not sure how fun that will be though, so. Second attack. Throw a 3. Well, I already thought of one before, which is. Well, this is something I can already make, just to kind of give you guys something to look at as well. So you guys is probably myself, to be honest. I'm probably the only viewer right now. A particle system mist. Because I want Misty Mountain. Not called Misty Mount. It's not called Misty Mountain for nothing. I think I'll just reuse the cloud particle system I had for this other guy. Should be in the ghost level section. Ghost. Wonderman. This particle system, which is basically mist. Cloudy. So I have this somewhere already, apparently. Let's look it up. Oh yeah, I have it. I have it. Get back to the enemy. I'm working. That's a nice base to work off from. I do want it to be in front. Not working at the moment. Oh, I need to use a different material. Oh, it's in front of everything. I kind of want it to be in front of the mountain, but not in front of the fists. It's going very fast right now. This is almost exactly the speed that I want. White. White with a little bit of difference. works. Uh, Maybe a different cloud image. Let me make a folder specifically for this guy since I'm going to work a lot on him. It'll be easier to find. Well, folder. Oh. Misty Mountain. Very good. Folder. I just created here. Nice about folders is that they show up here always. Left here. So I don't have to go in enemies and look for the specific thing. I can just always find it. Of course, I'll put a bunch of stuff here. Material that I'm using now. Loud. Copy that here. Oh, I'm stupid. This is not a folder, of course, so it also shows up here. Oh, it missed. Now we can change things about the material. Turn it into a Glock, for example. Want to. Don't know why we'd want to, but I can. Okay, I'm distracting myself now. I had one cloud drone that was like perfect for mist effects. Don't see it now. I think it's this one. Oh, it's this one, I think. Because it has those layers. And how mist has layers. I don't want alpha clipping, to be honest. I do want. If I just do this, it will end up right. A bit this. We need opacity. And we need more lifetime. 15-second lifetime. We cover the entire thing. Maybe even 18. Now, never want it to be fully visible. Always like a bit of transparency, like even a lot of transparency, to be honest. Okay. Already a pretty good start. I want to see this in game. Let me update his sprite. Same one. Damn, that's such a huge change. Why I removed it instead. Such a big change. Like this still looks kind of flat, like just a picture. This suddenly looks not like a picture anymore. Looks way greener also. But when I add the fists, that will go away. Yeah, I want to see this guy in game. Because somehow in game and looking at it in scene and in game is makes so much difference. Usually it looks better in game. Sometimes not. Also the scale of things really differs. That's cool. Of course, he shouldn't take any knockback, which he is now. We'll put the knockback multiplier to 0. No knockback for this guy. Um, I do want the mist to be in between. Oh, he doesn't have his fists right now. Okay, so that explains why it isn't going in between. Still not sure if I want the fists to be a separate enemy. Guess not that hard to do. I already have one boss in the game. Could kind of look how I did it there, because here I did he has hands as well. And I did them separately, but they also have very more enemy-like behavior. They chase the player and stuff. But the fists for this guy don't really have unique behavior the way I'm seeing it now. I could just make it like an animation. Doesn't really need a collider, mostly the thing. Like when it needs a collider and a rigid body, that's when you make it a separate enemy, I think. Um, yeah, I think I'll just add them in right here. Did I export this? Did export this, right? Let me look in the actual folder. One. Oh, I called it hand. Why? Oh, oh. I double clicked it. Size did I make this guy? 4. Oh. Seems a bit too big. Oh, now it's 4 times 4, of course, so this should just be 1. Wait, what? Right. Oh, it's a different scale sprite, so. Let me just guess. Kinda look in my original drawing. Here the 3 reaches it. So I made it a bit bigger now, but I think I like it. Make this one smaller if I want. I think maybe if I changed one thing about this, it would be the right hand, which looks a bit too similar to the left hand right now. Sure. Not the worst. Now I need to figure out how to get the mist in between the 2 images. Uh, entirely sure how to. I always, when it comes to sorting my stuff, I just never really get how how I'm supposed to do it. I think we put these guys on a higher order. Maybe 10. And then material would just kind of. Oh. This is how I first time I solved it, but I think this only worked because I needed the particles to be on top of everything. Oh, so now I don't know. One knows about sorting and materials, please tell me. Materials is probably my least experience when it comes to making games. Kinda know what I'm doing with it. I really don't. Need a particle material and lit, so that's already what we have. Don't know how to sort this now. Might have to Google this one. I've done this before, but I just keep forgetting. think Unity is also kind of scuffed when it comes to sorting particles. Well, it would just work if I change this number. Well, this number does nothing. Oh, that's not good. Delete some stuff, apparently. I should download the entire theme I downloaded. Okay. I've been doing a lot of video editing lately. Now I'm out of space. To move one folder to another place or drive. It should be enough to keep going at least. Oh my Windows backup. Yes. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. That's where I left off. I think the problem is with the material. Somehow the particle material I'm using is not sorting, just not at all. Sort does sort particle. I'm reading about this forum post. Someone was saying that this sorting order is not working. It's just not doing anything, just like with me. And some guy answered, just find the sorting order and change it. That's the fucking problem. I do. A different material, but I've had this problem before and then I change the material and then I lose the transparency somehow. I can go to a sprite material. Still works. Works. It's value. The entire layer. And it does nothing. Oh, this is so infuriating. I hate how it's also not really visible if it has sorting. Some materials just don't have sorting. Why are there even materials that don't have sorting? When would you ever not need sorting? I'm getting so frustrated by this. Especially since this is the cool part. Like, this is the part where the finished thing, the cherry on top, and it's not working. Now I lost transparency, even though the material is called transparent, so that's interesting. I love material. Default sprites should work, right? Check if there are no crazy Z values of some of these things. Nah. Wish I had more viewers so they could tell me how dumb I am. Also, what's kind of weird is when you want particles in your UI, Unity doesn't have a solution for it. You need to code it yourself. Like, you need to code a shader to do that. Like, why? How? How is that not a thing? No, this should be possible somehow, but can't find anything in it. Or is it getting overridden by the sorting group? Might be possible. Do a sorting group right here. Don't think it is though. For the particle system itself. Just want to render it behind the image. What I'm trying to do. Particles. Not working at all. Little bit. How is so broken? I think it's behind now. That's something. Wait, does it now sort correctly? Everything else is broken. You know, still not sorting. of Unity. I'm smart to set something. Hi, I'm a bit stuck right now. Trying to get these mist-like clouds to sort in between two sprites, but it's working. I hate it. Oh, like I have these hands, and I want the mist to be between the guy and his hands. Yes. Salam alaikum. Probably that's guessing. Um. Oh, yeah, just pretend that I know what I'm doing. I love how transparency just doesn't work on some of these. It's because it's not a particle material. Every particle material is broken in some way. Now I'm just confused. I'm just trying every material to see if it works. My strategy 2D. It is not working. Huh, I hate this so much. Like, why does the transparency just go away when I do this? No sense. Or Google. Maybe I should look up the documentation of Unity. Look at this guy. definitely the one I should be using according to documentation. I think the only sorting option I get is just this slider. Could mean that I have to change this material. To assign a different material to the fist. Kind of annoying. Copy of this one. Can I even... This doesn't even have a value slider. Oh, I'm confused. Okay, Unity. I'm going to with Unity soon. Fuck Unity, for real. Why does this not work? Oh. Why can't I find anything online about result? I, I, I can change. Mhm. There's something about particle systems being part of a sorting group. It's my case. The renderer within it sorted internally. So I think my problem is just that I use a particle system within a sorting group. However, this still shouldn't really matter. I put this on 10. This on 10. And this on 0. How? If I put this on 5, it should render in between, but it doesn't. There's still something going very wrong. It needs to be on 0. But I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. So apparently, if you touch this slider at all, it will completely override any other sorting behavior. So yeah, that's good to know. Second one, but smaller. Want this one to be in front. This one can emit a bit less, half as much. Now we need a new material. Or wait, we don't. Now that I actually know what I'm doing, I can just put this on 11. And also parallax effect. So this one needs to go faster, right? It's closer to you. Don't seem to always emit exactly from the center. Oh no, it doesn't. Can it look like it for a bit? Okay, let's look at it in game. Can't really judge it when both aren't active. Slightly annoying that most of my viewers joined at the part where I was completely stuck. not knowing how to do something. Lightly annoying. So the bottom effect or the in front effect needs to be quite a bit longer lasting, bit earlier. Five or okay. This one was already quite fine. Oh, finally I can do stuff. Been a long while since I just completely didn't know how to do something. Well, apparently I knew how to do it. I just broke something by using stuff that I didn't know anything about. Maybe it's a bit too much mist. Like I need the back layer of mist to be a bit more translucent. Also, kind of like his head just being not misty at all. Doesn't really change. To be I think this is moving a bit too fast now. If I slow down this one, especially about the same pace, go 50 faster. I feel like the mist kind of disappears once it goes over his hand. It feels like it's smaller in scene, something less visible, I guess. Don't really like that you never see the mountain parts. You only see trees now. Maybe this just needs to be even more sparsely populated, but more thick. That makes sense. This one could probably also be lowered like percent. I don't want like a thick mist that you have in the morning. Like where I live, it's all everything is very flat, so you get this mist just blanketing the entire country. But I don't want that. I want like the more flowy mist, the mountain. I think this is quite close to what I want. I guess I want a bit of randomness in the thickness of the mist as well. Now it's still kind of just one blanket. I press play twice. Possibly want start color to be already is on random color, that's good. So basically we can add opacity. To 0 to be crazy. This basically just randomizes the opacity at the start of a particle's lifetime. Setting this to 0 and this to max. This is basically the range from which it randomly picks every time it spawns a particle. We'll probably make the range a bit higher. Like, don't make it start at 0. Because if it ever picks 0, essentially you'll see nothing for that particle. So you get some gaps in the mist, which is kind of what I want, but not too much. So we'll see. Honestly, don't see the. It's just not enough. Maybe say about halfway there. Look, this one should be higher. Maybe a bit more concentrated as well. Can move it higher. I hate it how every time it looks so good here, and then in the scene it looks way. You see the mist way less because the background is brighter. Kind of annoying. It's also when I draw, I always use the background from the level, so colors actually look the same in game as in drawing. Do you think it's working now? This is pretty much what I want. And I was thinking one of his attacks can be that he creates a bunch of mist and it does us something. Maybe like it creates more ice or something. Or you just don't see for a while. Like I also imagined it during the fight, the edges of your screen also become misty. In fact, I might just make that. Or just mist in general. Hello. He's back. What do you think of my guy? Pretty much finished. Just need to do a bit of tweaking. Oh, I say he's pretty much finished, but mostly talking about the visuals then. Because he will be the boss of the level. So he needs more attacks and stuff. No man is floating. Sure. Yeah, I've kinda skipped animations for now. Maybe at the end I will do animations for every enemy. I don't know. Takes a lot of time. I wanted to fix something. Yes, he's way too light. He was getting pushed around by other enemies. He needs to be a fat boy. I do think this is a great boss for the ice level. Essentially, you're fighting an island. I like it. Um, the boats have a different layout. I can show you. I can also show you one of the other levels. Go with this one since this one looks the best. So they have a bit. It's like some of it is like different stats and some of it is different weapon placements. So this one doesn't have the back weapon placement location. But it is way faster. And speed is really strong in my game, so he just gets -1 weapon slot. And this one, for example, has always a weapon slot on the left side. Which means that it's quite easy to get surrounded. Like if an enemy comes from the right, you just can't hit him. But if you aim this side at an enemy, you also just vaporize him. Yeah, the game will be on Android For sure, for sure. Let's show this one. I think this one is pretty interesting. Since it's faster, you want weapons that work well when being fast. This is a great weapon when you're fast. And this is the power-ups. That's a separate system. So I can choose this one for once. Since I'm so much faster now, it becomes really easy to swing my anchor. I really like this level. This is the second level I made. And I basically wanted to limit the player's movement more. So my first idea was to make a lot of islands, like you see here right now. But the problem with making too much islands is that you can get in situations where you get stuck. And that's not great to reach a dead end. So I made most of the islands to be like this goo. And it just slows you down. So your movement is still limited, but you don't get stuck as much. Thanks, dude. Feels scary. I mean, you haven't seen the boss yet. The boss really makes it scary. There's at the moment there's no upgrade system outside of the gameplay loop. Like you get this upgrade system, of course, but I can't upgrade my boat, for example. Not yet, at least. I might also make that in the future. Get this one. I know people love to upgrade stuff over time. It also makes people play for longer, so that's also a good reason to do it. Yeah. It was kind of the vibe I was going for. Ability I've chosen now gives me slow motion, which is pretty good, especially when you're getting overwhelmed and you don't know what to do. You can just get some time to think about stuff and your next move. Wait. Yeah, one of the drawbacks of the red ship, you are very fast, but you don't get as much health. Which in my opinion is a really cool way to balance it. Because yes, you are fast and you can really easily dodge enemies. But if you make a big mistake and you get cornered, you just pretty much die. Yeah, the vibe I was going for was kind of the kind of spooky swamp, pretty much. Maybe I should add some more darkness to it to add to the vibe. Now it's quite bright. Yeah, pretty much VFX things. It could be cool, yeah. You can do so much with post-processing. Yeah. I'm not super experienced with VFX. I've done a little bit, but it's all very technical. At least when you get started, it's very technical. The laser weapon I'm using, it's so insane at this part of the level. Hit every single one. Twice even. To get to my gold, yes. Get some more movement speed, why not? Yeah, I'm really happy how this level turned out. I basically made most of the level while on holiday, which is kind of funny. We were going on a big road trip in Switzerland. Switzerland? I think that's how you say it in English. But anyway, I had my laptop with me, so I made this level. Not most of it, but the basis. Yeah, thanks, dude. I really appreciate it. This level is also kind of generated while you play it. I can show it like this. You can see I started out here, then I went up and this way. It just creates the level. Even the plants are created. So yeah, it was quite a bit of work to get the code and stuff work properly. I also really like these. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just casually almost died. I was going to say I really like these egg enemies. Because the egg enemies pretty much you have to kill them before they come out of their egg. And you get the same amount of XP whether they came out of their egg or not. So if you kill them while they're still an egg, you just save yourself a lot of extra HP. Because these purple dudes have way too much HP. Oh boy. I really don't want them to get out of their egg. Oh sh. So this is new. These eggs aren't supposed to stack on top of each other like that. Like, I don't know what it is, to be honest. It's kind of like a bird snake. I like to call it the bird snake. The way I made it is I was just kind of scribbling, like, without thinking, just drawing random shapes. And then I kind of just accidentally made this shape. And I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. Let's keep going. And it turned out pretty unique. That is an error. Where I assigned this. Not assigned. Okay, well, I can't keep playing. Sadly. Go back to work anyway. Yeah. Okay, I was missing a reference. But it's not a big deal. Might as well also show the other level. I wanted to go back to work on the mountain guy, but I'm going to stop in a bit anyway. Oh, this is not the right level. This is the most basic level. Also the first level I made. Kind of funny how you can see the increase in quality so much. Weapon. Take the fire rate boost. I still need to replace this enemy. This enemy is really just kind of nothing. Imagine the compressed version you're looking at looks even worse. This level is just an ocean. This is also supposed to be like the starter level. So it's just pretty easy and you have little things to focus on. Kinda get used to everything. Does feel really satisfying when you snake through the enemies like that. That's pretty much I first made a prototype, which is basically this but without any art. And first thing I noticed was that snaking through the enemies like this feels pretty satisfying. So that's when I knew that I wanted to keep working on it. Since if the basic movement of your game already feels good, then I think you really got something. Yeah, I think I'll replace these guys with like little shellfish, maybe little fish, something. I already get the artifacts. Okay, so which one would you pick out of these three? Kangas. Yes. I mean, it's a pretty good choice. It matters a lot. Should add some effect to it though. Maybe just make the enemies like slightly bluer. You can see them slowing down. There's in the Shrek movie. Um, so wait, am I stealing things from the Shrek movie? Because if so, I need to know. Next thing you know, Shrek is suing me. It's visited by Shrek in the night. Don't want that. Yeah, this level is pretty chill. The way I'm planning on releasing it is you get this level, you get it for free. So this is essentially the demo. And then the other three levels I'm working on, they will be paid for like 4 or 5 euros, dollars. And the food. Oh yeah, the theme of this level is mostly just a lot of ship enemies. Kind of forgot about that, to be honest. Oh, the ship is broken. I kind of expected this to happen. Like the ship is supposed to follow the player and kind of be smart. Right now he's not even steering. That kind of ruins the entire level, to be honest. I might have to go fix that now. Well, I can show you the boss. I can, but I might die. I'm not sure if I'll survive this. Wait. Yeah, this is the boss. Big octopus. I have these guys, they kinda pull you in. I was not going towards him, you pulled me in. Yeah, this guy just creates tentacles. And he keeps creating more of them. So if you don't kill them in time, eventually you will be overwhelmed. I'm just going to die now. Wait, before I die, maybe I should look at the ship and see what's wrong. Ship. What is his problem? I need to look in my history because I changed something about ship behavior in one stream. Game. Talk about Galaga or something like that. That's too old. If it's too old. 1981. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Um, all my stuff. Curve this ain't sensitive data, so I'll show it. I'm not sure what I changed. Oh boy. Oh, I need to free up disk space. The last thing I want to do on stream. Literal last thing I want to do. Free up disk space. Yeah, the ship is not doing ship things. Right now I need to free up disk space. Wait, but it's me. I should get more storage space. Since now I'm doing a lot of video editing as well. And I make a lot of game stuff, so and I play games. So my hard drive fills up really fast. How about you? Okay, I should be able to continue now. Open that back up. Thing from I think it's a linear drag, maybe. This is the only thing I remember changing. Let's see if we change that to back to 0. It does anything. Oh, looks broken. Oh, oh, oh. Cool. Favorite third person game? It's oddly specific. Played too many third person games. Guess most of them are story games. Played a lot of Warframe, but I wouldn't call it my favorite third person game. It's just nice to pass the time. Um, Thinking Red Dead Redemption. To I don't know. Red Dead Redemption is very beautiful, but I think the gameplay is a bit repetitive. I really loved older game called Beyond Good and Evil. One of the greatest games ever made, I think. No one played it for some reason. It was like an open world game before open world games were a thing. I played neither of those games. I did play the older Assassin's Creed. I played Brotherhood. I basically played every Assassin's Creed before the one you mentioned. I think. Before the one in Egypt. The last one I played was the one in France. Don't remember its name. I really like that one. Black Flag, of course, with the pirates, also great. Um, no, I was doing something. Oh yeah, the ships. Mouse. Oh, oh yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is something I should play. Like when I saw it, I really liked the concept they were going for, like the robot animal stuff. It looked really cool. And it's made in my home country, so paid even more than for the local business. But I do recommend you look at Beyond Good and Evil. You type it in chat because bit of a weird name. It's quite an old game, but I think it's one of the best open world games. Well, I haven't played Elden Ring yet, so I completely forgot that the entire Souls-like series is also third person. Those games are amazing. So hard to choose. Enemy boats. I have a bunch of enemy ships. They basically all use player weapons, but they use them against you. So this is an easy way to get more interesting enemies. Because I just reuse the player weapons, put them on a ship, give it some movement AI, and boom, I have 8 new enemies, including a boss. One of the bosses is a ship. Um, mm, mm, what? Oh, I still need a clue why it's not working. Because I use the mans. I'd have to actually go back to a previous build, see what's different. I have no clue where to even begin looking. Upload my progress. Okay. Try looking at individual dates I did. Like I have this cool program, basically just GitHub, but maybe you know it, man. I can just look at every modification I've done in the past. I see, did I change the ship somehow? Then I know probably where I broke it by looking at what I changed. One year left. Good amount of time. I say make the most out of it. Year can go by very fast. You don't watch out. Could be the one talking, because I basically spent. I basically say, let's go make a game. Then suddenly I'm 3 years further, or 5 years further. Crazy. Me both. I found it. Changed absolutely nothing. The one I did change. Don't know what I did. Going to go the usual way, fixing things. Is putting a logging everything that happens and seeing where it stops doing what it should be doing. Some real wisdom I see in the chat. That's some real Master Oogway shit. Get my chats open. Beyond Good and Evil. Oh yeah, 2. The sequel is finally coming, but you're not sure if it's in development hell or not. Ubisoft has been kinda shitty lately. Like all their new games seem to just be stuck in development hell forever and then come out mediocre. So I'm kind of worried about Beyond Good and Evil 2. Like I was talking about the first game, which is really good. Pretty much. Except the hype for my game, of course. Hype for my game is going to be built up and then everyone is going to comes out. Basically. Move stuff. We are moving the stuff. Moving. Yes. I mean, it was moving before. It just wasn't turning. So we know this happens. Just that else is not. I think the problem is with this method. Or both of these, to be honest. To be honest, all of these don't seem to do anything. This is basically the 3 behaviors a ship can have. It can flee when it gets too close. It can aim at the player. And it can chase the player, which is just get closer to the player. So most ships will just, when they are too far, they will chase. Then when they are too close, they will flee. And when they are exactly at the right spot, they will aim. But it is not working. Keep distance. Called right here. There's one more behavior, and it's avoid obstacle. Might be the problem. Yeah, you're right about looking too epic. The most worrying part for me is that the lead designer or lead developer just left the project. He just left to go on vacation forever or something. I don't know. But he was the original designer of the original game, and he now left the development of the sequel. So that's not very great. Oh. But I don't think the problem is in the script, to be honest. Since I did not change the script, like ever. I think it has to be one of the settings. Look at specific ship that was not working. Oh, I'm not sure. I think he just went to I don't know. I think he's fucking rich and he was just like, peace, I'm out. I'm going to some island somewhere. It annoys me so much that I don't even know where to look. I mean, the lead devs of GTA 5 being gone is probably a good thing. Think about how fucking shit that game was. You objectively look at it. I mean, single player was decent. I mean, you did really see the same with the latest Battlefield, where basically all the veteran developers just left to go make the finals, which is the best game right now. So yeah, turns out that developers actually make the games. Hallo. Oh. Ja, met Dali. Engels, door de stream. Oh yeah, Dali. Ja, ik kan ook gewoon stoppen. Ja. Ik ben nu toch met een probleem bezig die ik niet ga oplossen. Ja, sowieso. Lingbak. Hey, like I didn't have enough distractions. Um, I'm just going to keep looking in my update history. I feel like that's the fastest way to do this. I could search though. I can search in my update history. Could of course also be the case that I broke it way earlier. Because I think I recently broke it, but maybe I broke it like 2 months ago. And I'm never going to find why it broke by looking at my updates. Just think, recently I worked on like a ship. That ship still works because I made it recently. Or at least I think it still works. I have no clue. Post all my chats. Mm, but GTA 5 is not the most successful game because it's good. Most money making game. I mean, I do agree that, I don't know. To be honest, I have good hopes for GTA 6 because I think they're going to make it as detailed as Red Dead Redemption at the very least. That's really all I want. Just more details, more graphics, more cool interactions. But yeah, I fully expect the online to suck just as much as GTA 5. Um, which I learned from the other ship. Um, well, don't know why the other ships works though. I'm equally confused on why that one works and this one doesn't. It rotates. Just, I need a ship to look at. Can I look at what it's doing? First ship. Boss. Boss. Moet je me gaan bellen? Niet opnemen. Ik ga lekker niet opnemen. Maar je wil ook gewoon een reactie. Heb je al door? Ja? No, it's you. I don't want to talk to you in a call while I'm streaming and talking to you. Bye, mate. I guess since my only viewer is leaving now, I can just stop streaming. I was kind of done anyway, and my parents are going to sleep, so yeah, goodbye, good night. Till next time. Where do I end stream again? Oh yeah.